Thank you, Lloyd. Do you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Do you see presentation? Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Hello, colleagues. It's a big honor to me to have a speech among such great specialists. So today I will talk about what we are doing in Russia, how we build Russian regional information systems based on FHIR, and if FHIR can be a national standard here in Russia. Along with bears and ice holes, we have a great and really strong nationwide initiative to move Russian healthcare into the digital age. Up to 2024, we are going to have all medical organizations connected, and we are going to have all medical organizations using EHRs. So in the session, I will talk what is our contribution to national e-health initiative goals, and what kind of FHIR-based services do we have and implement here in Russia? And finally, if FHIR can be a national standard here in Russia. Our company, Netrika, have pretty good market here in Russia. We have 18 regions that are using our integrational platform on the regional level, and we have almost all vendors of healthcare information systems integrated to our integrational platform. So in Russia, we see three levels: national level, regional level, and level of medical organizations. And every region here in Russia have their own budget, and they can choose approach how to implement their EHRs. They can take one vendor, and all medical organizations in the region will use this EHR, or they can allow different medical organizations to have different vendors, to choose vendors, and to integrate them. So region integrate these different vendors on regional level and provide to federal level information. So we work with regions who are using this integrational approach. So our integrational platform have different components, different building blocks. We have some business functional components, we have auxiliary components. In this session, I will talk about some of business functional components. We have electronic doctor appointment scheduling system. Before, patients have to wait in long lines in medical organizations to book an appointment to a doctor. They can't make a call to call center. It was always busy. But now we have one integrational point in region, and every patient can call to call center, to go to a portal, and so on. And this portal will be connected through this integrational point to every medical organization, every healthcare information system in region. So now management of regional healthcare management can see the real availability of doctors in region. And if they have some problems, they can fix it. Another case is lab information exchange service. Before, we have different lab information system, different EHR, so on, and they were integrated point to point by their own standards, without standards, with different reference data, so on. But now we have done laboratory exchange service that connects through it every lab information system and every healthcare information system, and connects it through FHIR. So today, every patient, for example, in St. Petersburg, can have their result of laboratory result in one day, or see it on the patient portal. And doctors can see lab results from other clinics. Another case is the Consolidated Ehr Service. We have different healthcare information systems that were not integrated. And patients should take their documents, medical documents, somehow on paper and to go with them to another clinic. But now we have one integration point for every healthcare information system, and patients come to another clinic and all their documents are already there. And doctors can see medical documents from other clinics, and patients can see their own medical documents on the regional level on the patient portal. An ambulance can see that documents. And the last but not the least service is business intelligence service. On the regional level, it's very interesting. They are strongly interested to see actual information about what's happening in region. So from our services that are already done, we provide for regional authorities, for regional management, information. We can provide federal KPI rates, and they can drill down through this KPI and see what clinics, what doctors don't do KPIs. We can provide COVID rates. We can provide different disease conditions, availability of doctors, and all this is provided from actual information from our services. So we have different building blocks. And when we take a new task, we use an existing blocks, we make unification through FHIR, we make normalization through reference data we already have. And we see that with FHIR and these building blocks, we have a good flexibility on regional level. We can take a task and we can choose a problem and solve it in good time. But on the federal level, with CDAs, we don't see such flexibility. So now we have an initiative project with federals, with the healthcare, the Ministry of Healthcare of the Russian Federation, and we are trying to build one medical lab, medical document, and to take existing CDA, federal CDA, and to convert it to FHIR. So we should make validation, format logic control, visualization tools, and we should make signature snapshot of this FHIR document. Because of medical document, legally will be medical document only if it is signed here in Russia. So we have hope if we will do this initiative project, we will have other initiatives in regions, and they will use FHIR more. Thank you. If you have any question, I will be glad to answer.
Thank you, Andrey. Okay, let's proceed to the Q&As. Okay, now at the moment we haven't got, I got one from someone saying good luck with the initiative.
Thank you. Initiative is initiative, so it's always hard to find resources for initiative. So our luck will be we have a big luck if we find resources for this initiative.
Okay. Okay, has anyone got a question for Andrey? I see.
This initiative is quite a strange thing because we are trying to make a FHIR document. It's interesting part to have a FHIR document on the federal level. So it's not exchange, FHIR exchange data. We are trying to do this. On regional level, we have exchange that is built on FHIR. But on the federal level, there are another tasks they are doing.
Okay, yeah, we don't seem to have any questions. I think your slides were quite impressive.
That's fine.
And
sorry, I had a question in the chat.
No.
So maybe I can ask here. So
yeah.
Unless I missed, maybe could you share something about the technical architecture of the initiative and something about the infrastructure? So how will it work? Will it run on the cloud? Will it run somewhere else? Anything that you can share?
Yeah, if you send me to my email, I will share you. But in this moment, we have different instances in different regions. So it's not like cloud for everyone. It's cloud for a particular region. We put our integration platform in this region, and it's government system, and they are using it. So other region will use another instance with another cloud of our platform.
Thank you.
There are a couple questions that have come in now. The first question is, does the centralized data get the patient's authorization for the physician to access the data? Or is the data accessible for any ambulance service and hospital without patient's knowledge?
We have different models. Access legally is not such topic that we can make some tools, straight tools for every region. Every region could decide some part of this topic, how to make them. So we provide tools to make available for example, for ambulance. Ambulance can see information about patient, not asking them. But other regions decide that it's a good idea to ask a patient, even if it's ambulance. For therapists, we have possibility to ask if this therapist is on the meeting with a patient, if he is in particular medical organization. And we also can ask a patient portal if patients decided to provide their information about them. We have such a possibility, but every region decides by their own how do they implement these possibilities.
Okay, we have another question. Yeah, how do you ensure privacy and patient confidentiality?
Mm-hmm. This is, thank you for question. This is a government system, so it is in a private cloud, and only medical organizations from government are connected to this cloud. So if we want to connect other medical organizations, they should ask access to this private government cloud. Like this.
Okay, something about the infrastructure and tech architecture for the initiative. Will it run on the cloud? Yeah.
Initiative of transferring CDAs to FHIR. We've just doing tools for this initiative. So it will, if we will do them, we will do them. They will be put on federal cloud, and they will be there on federal government cloud.
Okay, and what is the percentage of adoption of FHIR among hospitals?
They adopt APIs that we have. So if we will provide more APIs with more FHIR, they will adopt, and the percentage will be higher. But not every building block, not every component of our platform is already on FHIR. So if we will have more FHIR components, the adoption of FHIR in medical organization will be bigger.
Okay. Let's see if we got any other new questions arriving. We have another 3 minutes left.
Okay.
So if anyone's got a question, please.
We have one new one, a follow-up. What is the attitude to the need for interoperability?
I see. What is our attitude, or attitude of market, or whose attitude to, or mine attitude?
Of market. What is the attitude of the market, or rather the customers, like the hospitals?
Yeah, it's federal program, so it's much more easy here. We have a federal program to have all medical organizations in Russia, in Russian regions, to integrate with each other up to 2024. So we have to do it, and they have to do it. And mostly we have a question of approach in regions. Do they choose one vendor? Maybe it will be one federal vendor. We have different federal government companies, IT companies that are providing different solutions. Or they can choose different vendors in region and do the same job, and to make this integration of all their healthcare organizations.
Okay, we've got one last question. Just a follow-up question to connecting to about the government cloud. Who asked for the access to it? Is that an EMR provider or the private medical organization?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, we have here we have two possibilities. Medical organization, government medical organization or private medical organization can connect to this federal cloud through regional system, or they can connect to this federal cloud straight. So if they want to connect straightly, they ask FEDS for it. Or if they want to connect through regional level or some other provider, we also provide for private companies this cloud, and they can ask our cloud for private companies to be integrated with federal level. So we have different opportunities for this. all for medical organizations.
Okay. Thank you, Andrey. Yeah. Thank you. We hope that you found this session useful. Please do not forget to rate this presentation, and don't forget to use the Q&A function if you still have questions remaining.
Okay.
Thanks for attending,
Thank
and
you.
goodbye to everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Andrey.
Bye-bye.